Homework should be practiced on what you already know. Don't send home any homework unless that child's got everything in his book bag to do that homework and he knows how to do it. There's a language for every type of learning program that the children must learn in order to be proficient in that particular subject. When I went from social work to education, I had to do practice teaching in order to get a degree. And so I was doing my practice teaching in a classroom. If my memory is correct, it was like a third grade classroom. The teacher was what I thought was a good teacher. The teachers who took students to work in that classroom as practice are the good teachers, because the other teachers don't want people in that classroom. So I was in the classroom with this teacher who I admired, and I was learning a lot from her. And then one day she came to me with a note that she said, "Look at this." And she let me have the note. And it said, "Dear Miss Jones," let's say, "what is this you keep sending home with Dunell?" That was the little girl's name. She said, "Is this homework or is this schoolwork?" Now, if this is schoolwork, how come Dunell don't do it in school? And if this is homework, how come Dunell can't do it when she gets home? That's what I developed my whole idea of what homework was about. I think it's important that the child goes home with something from school. I think tying school and home together is a very important thing. I think it's unfair to send a child home with some homework that they don't understand. Homework should be practiced on what you already know. And that's what Dunell's mother seemed to hit right on. I thought that was fabulous, and I used that for years, and I passed that on to a lot of teachers. Even the grading of the papers, if you have too many children, if a child hands you a paper and you are not able to look at it and analyze it and give it back to them and let him know that you saw it, that lesson just probably goes for nothing. Even at the preschool level, we had homework, and so if the teacher had sent home a paper saying, "Color this red," she had to know that the child had some red crayons at home before she sent that home. And so when the preschool teacher sent in home homework, it would be like, "Color this apple red." But she would also have a red crayon stapled in with the paper, so that when the child got home, he could color it. And so you got to make sure that if you send home something for the child to do, that the child actually can do it when he gets home. If this is homework, how come she can't do it when she gets home? And if it's schoolwork, why didn't she do it in school? I think that was fabulous. And I thought that was so fabulous. I gave it to a friend of mine who was a speaker. He was a professor at one of the colleges, and he went around to the different colleges speaking to teachers. And he took that note, and he even told me once, he said, "I need something else from you." He said, "I've been using that note that you gave me. I've been using it for 10 years now. I'm running out, so I need something else when I'm introducing things to teachers." Don't send home any homework unless that child's got everything in his book bag to do that homework and he knows how to do it. I would think the maximum number in any classroom should be 15. If it's too many kids in a classroom, no, I don't care how effective that teacher is. You cannot teach all these kids if you cannot get to them in a day. That's what an excellent teacher does. There are some excellent teachers teaching everywhere that I have had experience.